The biggest advice I can give you on gaining experience in trucking is this. Your pay will probably go up in the first 2 years, but aside from that, however the company treats you from when you started is what they're going to do. I highly doubt that you're going to gain extra benefits by sticking around, but keep this in mind. It's not cool to keep switching companies, because by the time you get to 5 or 6 companies, there are carriers that won't hire you. And you look at the application, it says must not have driven for more than 5 companies. So it's always best to find a company, stick with it. If you switch, it's because you know that's the company you want to go to. If you can keep it down to like 2 or 3 companies, you should be good. But overall, they aren't going to give you any additional incentive. And if you think that just because you've been driving for 10 or 15 years that you deserve to drive where you want to, that's not guaranteed. That probably won't change. Home time is not really going to change. The only thing that's really going to change is your bills. If you don't have a lot of responsibility and you'd rather drive part-time, find a part-time position or work local, whatever. But it is what it is. If the company, you feel like they're not really doing it for you, they're not really going to do it for you. And yeah, it takes about 1.5 years or so of driving to like really lock in. When I was at Transline, that was the only company where I won Driver of the Month, and it took like 1 year and some change of being there before I won an award. But especially if you drive company, I saw a situation called seniority where, you know, now I'm at around 4 years, 3.5, 4 years, and other drivers saying, well, I've been driving for 12 years, so I deserve everything first, and these other drivers need to wait until I'm satisfied, which really isn't a rule. There's no such thing as driver seniority out here, but you know, your company may benefit you 1 million miles or something like that, but that's about it. So, you know, there might be jealousy if you buy your own truck and now you're driving where you want to drive, and company drivers that have been around for 15 years say, no, how come he gets to drive where he wants to? I've been driving for 15 years. I'm gonna tell you honestly, that's just jealousy. Dude, how you gonna try to get in the way of somebody that invested? You know, you want to drive where you want to drive, buy a truck. You have to invest in yourself. You want to be at the company and have it all, but at the end of the day, you gotta buy your truck. That's the only way. So I mean, it'd be a shame for other company drivers to try to come in between someone that bought their own equipment, that actually gets to drive where they want to and deserves to drive where they want to because it's their stuff. They can't tell me I have to stop here and I can't move. I get to move wherever I want to per hours of service. So, for example, if I don't want to be there, I can drive 200-300 miles somewhere if I want to. That's my fuel. Now, do I want to do that every time? Probably not. It's going to be a lot of fuel, but I can do that because I bought it. So just understand that your company is giving you what they're going to give you. And you'll know from basically orientation if they like you or not. Because if they just tell you at the orientation, this is your dispatcher, and try to book you immediately to leave like that same day or the next day, I mean, you probably are a guy they're not going to do it for. They're like, just drive, you know? And that's not going to get better. So invest in yourself if you're not satisfied, period, you know? That's it.